Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I am talking about the one and only Roger C. Carmel, the guy who made Harcourt Fenton Mudd one of the most hilarious scoundrels in Star Trek history. But truth be told, Roger was way more than just Harry Mudd. So sit tight and hang with me for a few minutes and I promise you'll learn all about whatever happened to this wonderful entertainer. Roger was born in Brooklyn in 1932, and long before he was trying to pull the wool over Captain Kirk, he was killing it on Broadway. This guy wasn't just a face on TV, he was a legit stage actor, popping up in plays like Caligula and A Man for All Seasons. He even took over big roles mid-run, proving he could jump into any part and own it. Although he had been making guest appearances on television shows since the early 60s, Roger's first big, steady TV gig was on the sitcom The Mothers-in-Law in 1967. Interestingly, he walked away after just one season because of a paycheck fight with Desi Arnaz, yep, Lucy's ex. Desi had told Roger that there was no room for renegotiating his season 2 contract, and because of that, he just left the show. Truthfully, I believe the reason Roger was willing to take such a bold risk was because just about a year earlier, Roger had made his first appearance on Star Trek. Harry Mudd was a con man, a smooth talker, and just plain fun. He only did 2 episodes, but fans loved him. Harry Mudd wasn't Roger's only claim to fame. Roger was the main villain, a ne'er-do-well called Colonel Gum, during a couple of Season 2 episodes of Batman. Truthfully, Colonel Gum might be my favorite role ever played by Roger. He's just so funny. Plus, these are the episodes where we were all introduced to the Green Hornet and Kato. During the 60s, Roger made memorable guest appearances on Hogan's Heroes and The Munsters. Moving into the 70s, he showed up on All in the Family and even Hawaii Five-0. Somewhere along the way, Roger also discovered that he was a pretty darn good voice actor. He voiced Cyclonus in Transformers. Yep, he got to work with Leonard Nimoy again. And even before that, he played Harry Mudd again on Star Trek The Animated Series and voiced Smokey Bear in a handful of fire safety ads. Later on during the 80s, he was the face of Senor Naugles for the California-based Naugles restaurant chain. Sadly, Roger passed away in 1986 at the way too early age of 54. His body was discovered in his condo by the building manager after friends and neighbors had noticed that they hadn't seen Roger out and about for a few days. At first, officials suspected that it might be a drug overdose. But once the autopsy had been concluded, it was determined that Roger had a heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, where muscle tissue around the heart hardens. The ironic thing is that right before his death, Roger was just really starting to realize how much fans adored him. There was even talk about bringing old Harry Mudd back to Star Trek The Next Generation. It is worth noting that Dwight Schrute himself, Mr. Rainn Wilson, has portrayed Harry Mudd more recently on Star Trek Discovery. I was never a huge fan of Discovery, so I haven't actually seen this version of Harcourt Fenton Mudd. But I will say, it is nice to find out that the character lives on. No doubt about it, Roger C. Carmel was one of those actors who made every role fun. Whether he was scamming the Enterprise or trying to turn Batman and the Green Hornet into giant postage stamps, he was the master of mischievous charm. If you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Roger C. Carmel role? Like I said earlier, mine, without a doubt, is Colonel Gum. Thanks so much for watching, and let's all do our best to be our best with everyone we encounter today.
July 4th, this place was a madhouse. All these guys are running around in their cute little white wigs. But at noon, they stopped because I, Senor Naugles, was serving my burrito ranchero platter. A big tortilla filled with beef topped with my special sauce served with beans and salad. I said whoever eats the most signs his name the biggest. You can still see a little sauce by John Hancock's name.
Try the legendary burrito ranchero of Senor Naugles.
This this is where the trouble started. Santa Ana was there, Davy Crocker was here. I, Senor Naugles, was cooking my famous fajitas. A handmade tortilla filled with marinated sirloin, steak and onions, fresh tomatoes and scallions. Everybody loved them. Santa Ana wants them all. Davy Crocker wants them all. Next thing, they're shooting. Believe me, I remember the Alamo.
Taste the legendary fajitas of Senor Naugles.
You didn't have to do it, but you did. So thank you very much for your support, for your support, for your support. Thank you very much for your support.
Click on that thumbnail cause it's time to go. Dave's got the classics, let the memories flow. TV shows and movies that we all hold so dear. On his YouTube channel he's keeping memories near. Dave Sundstrom, bringing back the good stuff, oh yeah.